Hey, good morning, traders. This is Chart247. We are live. Today is the 10th of October 2024, second week of our boot camp. I'll be doing the live analysis using the Chart247 dashboard, and we will be analyzing the pairs. We have a worksheet here that we're going to follow. Basically, we want to trade the master pattern that I've been discussing in the last couple of days, and we want to analyze using the dashboard. Basically, then we can execute the trades on the time frames, which are with the one we've decided to use is the 5 minutes chart. And idea is to find a up and down pairs that are trading in the premium zone. Okay, so what I mean by that is this: so anything above the 5 of 8 shapes, so anything here is what we're interested in. Okay, because the Morris principle states that any pair trading in the premium zone, the buyers or the sellers, they will pay any amount of money to take it. Basically, in a simple term, that means any pair trading above the 5 of 8 is not in a consolidation phase. Okay, so we have the Aussie card, which is a bullish market, is an up market. So we're going to, let's open the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. 5 minutes, and we load the template. Okay, and I'm going to be explaining all this. So what we are doing right here is selecting the pairs first. Then we have the Swiss yen. Okay, that is doing nothing right here. So we have the Euro card, that is up pair as well. So we're going to open the Euro card. The next one in the premium zone is the pound Swiss. There's nothing, we skip that. Pound yen, we skip the pound yen. Dollar Swiss, we skip the dollar Swiss. The dollar yen, we skip the dollar yen. So technically, we have the Aussie card and the Euro card to trade this morning. So let's analyze using the worksheet. Okay, so basically execution notes that we're looking for is we want to first find an up pair that is trading above the previous point of control. That means the previous session point of control is the Asia session. So we are currently trading above the Asia session. That's the first thing we are looking for. So where is the Asia session? This is the Asia session. So let me hide some of the tools on this chart so we can see what we are looking for. So this is the Asia session point of control. We are trading above the Asia session point of control. That's the first thing. So I can hide the profile on this one. Also, in our worksheet, we are looking for price trading above the ADR. So that means the ADR is up, and we can see we are above the buy line of the ADR. So this is a valid pair. So in terms of analysis, let me just do something quickly. I will maximize this chart. So I'm looking for the structure. Okay, the price started from here all the way there. So we're looking for the structure. The structure is a lower, higher high in an uptrend. So I'm going to use this green line to put that on it. Okay, so now that we find the structure, this is a bullish market. We go to the pattern, okay, and we're looking for where is the structure here. Okay, so we can see that is the structure, and we are looking for 1, 2, 3 rises above the structure, then fall before we can sell. So we go back here, let's count the rises. So we can see, did we have a pullback here? There's no pullback here. So that is the first rise there, and we are seeing an M pattern. So a break below here will give us our master pattern bearish confirmation that we can sell. So we can go short below here. I'm not going to take it because that will give us a structure. We'll wait for the pullback. So we are looking for a completed M pattern followed by a pullback, then a sell. Okay, that is the Euro Canadian. All right. Then the next one we have to do the same thing for is the Aussie card. You can see the Aussie has traded above the Asia session median. We are above the ADRI. So let's look at the Aussie card in detail. So I'm going to hide some of these too. Let's hide the profile as well. All right. So, okay, we have a structure down here. Price, this one is not very clear. There's a structure here. This is pulling back. There's a structure here. If we follow the previous line, which this one has completed its wave. So basically the Australian dollar Canadian is going through what we call a consolidation. The Canadian is the one that I was trading earlier, which is already, the trade is on here. I took the trade not long ago because we have a master pattern. Let's do the analysis. So this is a down pair. You can see that on the radar, but it is not, it's going in, this one is trading inside the range. That is why it's not a strong probability, but we are taking the trade based on the breakout of the master pattern. So let's look at this again. So we are trading below the median of the Asia session. The ADR is down. Okay, so let's hide the tools. Then we have a structure that is a higher lower low there, and this one has broken down twice. That's the first break followed by a pullback, second break followed by a pullback. We expect a third break. That's why we are selling, to capture the third breakdown. Okay, where will this go to? So we can camp on this one here. We now need to use the Murray level. This is the 1 of 8, which is also the 50% target for the ADR today. So this will be the area of potential target before a pullback can be seen in the Canadian dollar Japanese yen. The Euro card is a valid sell pair as long we have a structure here that did not give us a pullback. We are now seeing the price giving us an M pattern. So basically this is what we have here. We have a structure followed by a break and an M pattern. We're looking to sell the M pattern. Okay, but I will not go short at the break of it. We want to see a break followed by a pullback. That means we have a structure. Then we can analyze the chart and see how we're going to play this game with the Euro card. Okay, the one that we currently have is the card yen, which is looking good. The profile is, using the market statistics, we can see this is a bear market. The skew is negative. Price is about to break below the previous low that was created at the open of London session. Okay, and we are looking to target the 50% area here because that is the first target below the current price, the 1 of 8. The Murray principle states that any market coming down has two area or two price level that can halt the decline. The first level is the 1 of 8. Going to put a line there. That's the first level. Then the second level is the minus 1 of 8. This level here. Okay, those are the two areas we are looking for. And for us, in order to validate these levels, we want to see this level has a confluence with the daily ADR. Okay, and we can see the only one that has a confluence is the 1 of 8 of the Murray mat. Okay, that one there has a confluence with the 50% ADR. You can see this one has no confluence with it. There's no confirmation of that level. All right, so we are now in profit, and we should expect this price to get here. Once the price gets here, we can take the profit on this trade. So I'm going to set my target to 108.30. Okay, we've set the profit target to 108.30. So while we're doing that, we keep an eye on the dashboard. We are seeing more sell pairs now. The ones that we are mostly interested in are the ones in the premium zone. Okay, but we can still have a look at the other pairs as well. So the pound US dollar is another one that we can analyze. Wow, look at that. Okay, you see this here, it's not looking. Let's have a look at it on the template. Okay, price is below the median. We have a structure here. That's the structure there. So as the sell structure, and it's good to get all these pairs ready before, so we can look at them. Okay, so that's the structure there. Higher, lower, low. We are below. No, this one is not below the sell zone of the ADR, so we have to be careful with that. Let's look at another pair. I'm looking for the one that has actually given us a pullback, which is the pound. We have the Cardian, which is what we are trading right now. Okay. And US dollar, Canadian dollar. Look at that. The dollar has been very strong, okay, but it doesn't mean we can't take the trade. Look at this. Look at that trend. And this one is fantastic actually, because when the pullback starts, it's going to be very strong. All right. So we're looking for the structure as a low, price is this here is 137,040 043 041. So the low is here. So this is the structure, and we have first break followed by pullback, second break followed by pullback. This is the third break that is going on right here in the dollar card. Okay, we don't want to sell here, we want to wait for a pullback. So let's look at the profile. So this is a negative skew based on the statistics. We don't want to sell it yet. We want to see a completion of the master pattern, because what we want to see is the manipulation phase. The master pattern is complete technically, has been completed, but we need to see the completion of the master pattern. What I mean by that is this: we need to see this leg. We've seen 1, 2, 3. We need to see the pullback and the last leg before we can look to sell it. Okay, going back to the Cardian, price is trading at the 3 of 8. That has already been traded before, so we have 2 more levels to go to reach the target. The Euro card, now we are having a break. Okay, so this is a confirmation. We've seen the break of structure followed by failure, M pattern. We don't want to take this M pattern. We are now looking for, because the price is giving us a structure now, we want to see a pullback. Okay, where will the liquidity be? That's the question we want to ask. So I'll probably look to sell. I'll probably look to sell if they offer this area here. That would be the best sell zone for us, and that will be a high probability sell zone. Once this move finished, we wait for the pullback to take out this liquidity here, and that will be a good one to short there. Okay, so I'll move this here. Let's move the dashboard here and keep an eye on the dashboard. Let's analyze the pivots. So we have the daily S1 here, we have the daily S2 here. I'm going to enable the more again. Okay, minus 2 of 8 here is not bad. Support and resistance. This is matching closely with the 4 hours support, this yellow line. Okay, you can see we have a 4 hours lower resistance. This is technically a momentum low here. In terms of probability, everything looks good for a bear market. The skew is negative. Price is trading below the previous session median line, which is the point of control of Asia session. That means the people that are selling are confident. The reason we are using this type of tools is because trading is all about probability, and when you have tools like this, you need to understand how to use them, and we're looking for pattern. The pattern is what we do in terms of price behavior. We look at what price is doing, and based on this pattern, we count the wave 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, then a reversal, 1, 3, 5, reversal. So that's the picture. Let's look at the pound. So the pound is not breaking the structure. We might have another structure formed here. Once the price breaks this place, this internal high, it will give us another structure to the upside. The skew is positive, so technically that is a bullish outlook. In terms of Murray, we have the 3 of 8 here. Price is trading in range. That is why you can see this consolidation going on, but we may have a breakout of the consolidation, and that breakout could be very strong, up or down. Okay, now we have a down structure on the Aussie card. Actually, this one did not give us a pullback here, so this is not a structure, this is just one swing down. You can see there's no green candle in between. During this pullback here, there's no green candle there, there's no green arrow there. So this is still technically our bullish structure. This area can be a buy zone. That could be the area to buy the Aussie card from. And that also corresponds with the previous session point of control. Okay, because we can see this is a move that gave us a structure. We are seeing a pullback. Okay, that is this pullback is liquidity grab pullback. They want to discount the market, but what you don't want to see, we've seen a green dot candle here now. This will give us another structure down. So if they get here and the price starts to go back up, that is a valid buy for a continuation of the uptrend in the Australian dollar Canadian. I have to keep an eye on the Canadian trade because this is the only trade we currently have right here. Okay, so we can see there's movement and we're having downside volume as well. We've seen a red dot and which carries a strong volume down. I've seen single prints there. So we can actually bring our stop loss to the top of this candle here because this is the third break now. Okay, in terms of trailing, we can follow the price down. And this is very important. When you look at a chart and you're using a profile, the profile just organizes the information for us. That's basically it. It's instead of using the moving average and all those things that most traders use, the profile give you a different graphical representation of price. Okay, the London session opened below the value area of Asia session. That is strong trend. Also, it is trending below because the trend is series of lower lows and lower highs, a downtrend. It's trending below the fairest price of the last session. The fairest price point is the point of control. That is why we are using it. That's the only line we've extended, because once we're trading below that, that is what we call the initiative selling taking place. Those people that the banks, basically the people that we want to follow their direction, when they are trading below the previous session, and the banks do trade session per session anyway. So they trade the London session, they close their trade before the end of the session. They trade the Tokyo session, they close their trade before the end of the session. They take the New York session and they close their positions before the end of the session. There are long-term traders that trade the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. But in terms of money movement, they do trade session per session. And that is why we have, during this October bootcamp, I have emphasized on looking at the price session by session. Okay, that way we can easily have an objective point of view or state of mind regarding the pairs that we are looking to trade. Okay, let me just quickly check there you go. So now we have a nice move in the euro card. Okay, we want to sell the euro card here. That will be the best area to sell the euro card. So I'm putting a line there, and that trade, this move here is helping the card yen trade. Okay, the card is getting weak, euro is going up to take the liquidity here. Skew is still negative and we can take a short from here. The card yen is moving nicely. Now we are trading at the 2 of 8, one more level to go. 1 of 8 is the target. We've set our take profits here. Current pips is 8.9 pips. Okay, and that area there is also corresponding nicely with the previous daily low. So once we break this zone here, there's nothing that could hold this price or prevent it from reaching our target. Okay, so Aussie card, nothing. So pound dollar is moving nicely. We want to see a break of this move here. That will give us a lower, higher high. That is the structure. Then we can analyze it. Dollar card is very strong. So we've seen the third pullback. So we want to see one more rally in the, let me use the Mori math for this because This trend has been very strong. So we have the 8 of 8 here. So like I said before, oh, this is 4 of 8. Okay, this is not bad. Any manipulation above this high should give us a sell. But this trend is very strong. So I will be very cautious selling into this strong rally. But it may be a good trade because the stronger the price move up, if it's coming down, the quicker the people that made money are going to take their profits, and that might help the price in terms of declining again. So time now is 10:30. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut for a little bit. So on 5 minutes chart, using the CSI, you can see the yen is the strongest pair, Aussie is the weakest pair, the H4 dollar is the strongest, and you can see it on the chart. CAD is one of the weakest pair on the 4 hours. So technically you have a good pairing going on. Okay, the pound is strong. That is why I'm interested in buying the pound if we have a structure here. Okay, all this information, they are there. The information is there for us in order for us to make good trading decision. Okay, the information we have on our chart, they are there for us to make good trading decisions. Okay, 10 pips on the Cardian. We're nearly at the 108.30. I've placed the stop loss profit targets here. Let's keep the chart clean. And as you can see, this is a fantastic trend. Okay, structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nearly there, nearly there. With this one, we can trail the stop behind these red dot candles now. Okay, I will close the trade if we have a trade above any of this candle. Okay, because that will give us a green dot candle, will give us a pullback. Okay, and we're expecting this to be the last leg of the trend because we are counting the waves 1, 3, 5. Okay, so any trade above here now will knock us out of the trade. Obviously, you want to wait for the candle to close. This is a very technical trade, the Euro card. I love it. We're looking for liquidity here. Once they grab the liquidity here and we start to see a red dot candle, we will take a shot. This is looking likely to be the next trade we're going to take. Okay, so pound is giving us a structure. You can see we are now breaking above. So that's giving us a lower, higher high. Okay. We don't want to take this. We wait for the pullback. The area of liquidity is here. We always want to take the trade where we know the banks are going to take the trade. Okay. We want to see a structure followed by a pullback. And the pullback area here, to be honest, a pound US dollar trade is going to be a tricky one because of the range that the market is trading in right here. Price is trading inside the range, and that is this consolidation zone here between the 3 of 8 and the 5 of 8 is a consolidation zone. So we want to stay clear of this zone here. That is the only reason I'm not going to take the pound US dollar this morning. Okay, I can close it actually to save the memory on this device. Aussie card, you can see this here. This is very important. Let me make this big again for those I can see. Look at this. This candle went all the way there, tried the high but couldn't take the high. Well, it's an inside bar basically. This candle is an inside bar. Okay, and it is a valid candle too. So we bring the line to the top of it, because a close above it will give us a green dot candle, and that will mean correction. And because this is 5, we structure 4 to 5, we have to close the trade 10 pips close to the target. Okay, Aussie dollar is interesting actually, because price is moving from 1 of 8. You can see it on the dashboard here, and also is not far from the open. So let's just investigate the Aussie dollar. As you can see, price is moving from 1 of 8, but we have a structure here that has been broken once, twice. So this is a sell. Or just let's look at the profile. This is below the Asia session median line. Okay, that's bearish. However, we are not below the sell, but this is actually a nice master pattern. Okay, we have ABC down. That's the structure. It's actually momentum low, because price made a 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so selling this is not going to be ideal. We don't have everything lined up. You need to see these two criteria, okay, below the previous point of control and below, sorry, above the previous point of control and above the ADR open. Okay, that is bullish. That is high probability bullish. Then bearish is below the previous point of control, also below the ADR, and is down. Okay, that way we can trade the master pattern correctly. That is high probability, but this is not a high probability. We only have the 50% of the criteria, the 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 point of control, but the ADR, you can see we are still above the open, so that's not good. Let's look at another one. Aussie yen is crossing below the 0 of 8. Which one is this? Euro yen. Dollar Swiss is coming from 7 of 8. Let's look at the dollar Swiss. Very nice. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, both criteria is valid. Let's just, I'm going to edit this template in a bit. I'm having to do the line chart. So we are below the previous point of control. We are below the ADR. You can see we are below the sell. Okay, so this is a valid bearish market. So now we're looking for a structure. We don't have a structure yet. Let me hide the profile now. Price is coming from +1 of 8. Very good pair. Okay, and now you can see the reason we don't want to sell the dollar pairs in terms of the pound dollar and the Aussie dollar. One pair will always confirm the other one. So if you have, let's say, the pound dollar, US dollar, dollar yen, and stuff like that, the best thing you can do is to look at all the pairs. Then by the time you look at 3 or 4 pairs, you'll be able to have clarity in terms of what to be doing. So we need a structure. Okay, we don't have a structure yet. So we've seen a strong move followed. We need to see a pullback and a breakdown that will give us a structure. So this is not ready yet, but it's actually a good pair. So I'll keep it open. Okay, dollar card is going through the last leg. This one here, we need to see one more move. Okay, then we can look for an opportunity to short. Card yen, we are just, price is slowing down on the 2 of 8. We've got about 15 minutes to go with this recording. So with this session, hopefully we'll be able to capture one more trade, and this one should give us the target. And this is very important. This is testing your patience. 1, 2, 3, 15 minutes of nothing happening after a nice move down. Okay, that's part of the trading game. So we have a lower low candle, which is good. So the only wave structure we trail is the 4 to 5, because technically that is the end of the wave structure. Okay, so if you look at the wave structure we have here, this is what we trade at Chart247 Trading Academy. We have the wave structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where we are right now on the downside in the card yen, and that is the end of the wave structure, because after this wave structure there will be a stronger price movement against the direction. Okay, so that is why we want to trail when price is in this price phase. So we can close the trade now because we are seeing a green dot candle. Look at that. So I've closed the position on the card yen. So we have to look at another pair to trade. I think the euro card will be the next one. Okay, this is a valid pullback. They didn't get to where we are expecting the price to get to. Close below any candle here will be a valid sell. So 10 pips on the CAD yen is not a bad pick, especially this London session morning. This one here, I'm very interested in selling it. The skew is negative. We are trading at the plus SD1 on the 4 of 8. The master pattern is complete. We've seen the first pullback, and this is a manipulation move, the last move, and any red dot candle now is a valid sell, okay, on the US dollar Canadian dollar. Any red dot candle will give us a valid sell. It's not a trend change, but we should see a strong pullback to the starting point, okay. That's the pattern there, and this is where we are. This may still get here, but there's no need to risk it. This one we can scalp as a buy, scalping towards this structure. That's a possible trade to take. It's a valid trade because we have the end of the wave structure. They may get there or they may come back here, but that's okay too. This candle has knocked us out technically, so we don't have to fight it. Okay, I think this is good enough for this morning. We have all these trades. The dollar card, the short-term trade now is to look for selling opportunity. The euro card, we want to sell. Okay, the card yen ideal trade is to wait for the pullback and continue to sell. Dollar Swiss, we are looking for a structural point. We don't have any structure, but this is looking like once we have the pullback and they break this higher low, then we can wait for the pullback and sell, because this one has given us a nice, this is valid below the previous point of control and below the sell zone of the ADR. Okay, I think that's good enough for this morning, the 10th of October 2024. My name is Charts247. I hope you enjoy this short session, and God bless. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next time.